let's steal what I've laid out. And we'll come back to the rest in a minute. I am going to turn... How much oxygen have we got in the pipes? Oh wait, should be... Oh. We need more power immediately. Need more power right now. Need to put another battery there as well. Should have just whacked down a couple of coal gens. How much coal have we got actually? Got 58 tons. Hooray, thank you very much for the host. Much appreciated. Those from Hooray's channel, welcome, good evening. We are playing a little bit of Oni. How's it going? Right. Should I whack down a couple of temporary coal gens? Just to keep this running a little bit better. Because this is going to take a little bit and this is going to take a little bit. I want to do it all conveyors like. Can you imagine I only had 2 puffs on the entire map? Nowhere near to support mushroom farms without slime. Even, I started my single player and I must have 20 puffs. I've never seen so many in a map. And they were all, like, to the south of my base, I had this big slime area with a big open... It was like all pools of slimy water and quite open, though, and expansive. And it's just full of puffs. I've never seen so many. I don't know what they've changed with the, like, the spawning numbers or whatever, but... Like, on this map, I don't think I've found any yet. I don't think I've seen... Oh, have I got any up here? I don't think I've seen one. I've got one here. Like, this was very much a igneous biome. I've got another one down here. We very much had an igneous start on this one. Whereas on my other one, it's the exact opposite. It's all slime. I've never seen so many puffs. It's crazy. I think it's just luck of the draw, mate. It sucks. Right. You're now done. We'll throw in some cheapo piping for now. And some... I don't much refined metal. I do not. I've got lots of iron. Yeah, we'll throw in some basic bitch. No, we'll throw in the conductive stuff actually. Why not? How do you zoom out so far? Alt S. Alt S puts you in screenshot mode, buddy, so you can zoom out and see your whole asteroid. Alt S. So it's a good way if you've got a big base, rather than trying to do this business and scrolling through it. Just do Alt S, scroll out, and zoom back in. Yeah, I need a little bit of temporary power injection. I might just put a few coal gens down here whilst it's connected to my heavy wire. So, we'll just make them out of iron and just bang them down. I'm not fussy at this point. These are going to be on just whatever. Go. Yeah, baby. I started off with 1 mealwood seed and 1 blossom on this build. Vicious, good evening. Yeah, I don't know what they've changed. I don't know what they've changed, but some of the numbers are a little bit weird. It's, yeah, I've literally, I must have, I'm not exaggerating, probably 20 puffs in one big old open area. Do you know, like, over here we've got this weird hydrogen open area. I've got one like that, but with slime, and it's all just pockets of liquid. I might show you in a bit, I'll jump on it in a bit and show you. But I've just herded them all together into a tiny little room, and I'm using them to make the slime for my mushrooms. Right, reachable bed 3. Building lacks resources. Oh, we've run out of algae finally. Okay, that's fine. 30 degrees. This is warming up. I need to keep this in hydrogen. And because these aren't pumping a lot, I'm not getting much hydrogen to feed into here. Let's see. Maybe this just does need to be a lot colder. What temperatures are hydrogen coming through? It's coming in at 29, minus 29.4. It's coming out. It's losing 10 degrees. But I just don't think we're cooling enough oxygen. So it's always going to be colder at the top because that's where our hydrogen's coming in at its coldest temperature. But then down here we're getting too toasty. Not sure why this pump's staying so warm. I know this is getting hit by the the warm air first, but I didn't think it would stay that hot. This is acting like a big heat radiator in the room. Once you're built, whack down a tile there. We'll dig out all this as well. Get all this crap going. Let's make you priority 9 and active if below. We'll put this so it's right down. So if it's sorry, battery recharge threshold. I'm not going to bother putting smart battery, I don't think. I could do. I could just put one down, that'll make it a bit easier. Power. Smart battery. Made out of iron. Excuse me. Right. That. Going to start getting very toasty up here, so I need to put some cooling in there as well. How much polluted water have we got, I wonder? Between 15 and 20 tons. Yeah, this is the other thing. Because my power's intermittent, people are jumping on massage tables and then getting distracted and running away again. So I kind of need to get that sorted as well. Oh, my base is going to get very warm. It'll be okay with like 5, but I haven't found any in the starting biome. Have you got a decent farmer? You know, working your crops. So if you get a decent farmer in there, you've got a better chance of getting more seeds, I suppose, Vicious. That does suck though. We once had a start, this was a long time ago. I think we were doing a challenge run as well. And we had no, when I say no copper. By no I mean we probably had maybe 4 tons of copper in the starting area, that was it. We had no algae and no seeds. It was brutal, just brutal. But it turned into one of my favourite playthroughs of all time. So I had to change up how I played a little bit. It was good shit. Right, we were waiting on Wolframites so we can build some more of these. So let's put all this to a 7. I want this done as soon as possible, ideally. We're going to put this back to like a 6. Actually, we'll just leave that as a 7. And then we'll put a couple of tiles in here as well. Like that. In fact, just the one. Oh, I'm looking at it as a challenge. Yeah, it was. Well, I'm sure you'll be fine, mate. I'm sure you'll be fine. Just keep farming. You'll be alright. Let's get some of these out of the way as well. Less dupes for now and go exploring for a frost biome. Are you going to rely on sleet wheat then more than anything? I've not built any sleet wheat farms in I don't know how long. I've just not been using sleet wheat, but we might do some tinkering with this. I want to do some liquid cooling because a lot of people have been asking about liquid cooling and stuff. I want to do something a little bit different as well if I can. Active if... standby at 50. And active if at like 10. That should be fine. That should keep these with some power in. Okay. We can nearly hop across here. I'll just put another mesh tile in. Get rid of you. And we'll also knock out you and you. I may need to get rid of these as well. This would be a smarter place to have these heavy watt joint plates, I think. So power. We'll make them out of. Just make them out of iron. Shouldn't really matter. Do that. And we'll have one there as well. You can now run across there. So you would. Yeah, I made all the floor out of wolf mine. I don't think I really needed to do that. Whatever. Where can I get some from easily? I think I need to crack into this biome, don't I? This has got everything I want right now. It's got wolframite, wheezewort, it's even got some sleet wheat. I want to get all this liquid down. I need to crack on with this, I think. So we've got a pump down here. This is where I'm going to dump this water for now. And we can get rid of all these little mini pools, get rid of all these shitty pools, and crack into here. So if we do this with a 7, I'll do it with, we'll do a bit of it with sediment. No, we'll do a bit of it with igneous, and then we'll move to sedimentary, just because we're going to have it kicking around. And we'll do something like that. And also, go down like that. And then what I'll do is just put you there as well. I want to get to all this iron as well. We pissed away a lot of iron early on, but it's my favourite sort of throwaway material. I need to put another battery near, don't we, as well? Let's make out gold, whatever. Yeah, I think iron. I prefer pissing away iron than gold. I don't know why. I just do. We'll do something like that. Let's get rid of you. Get one more of you down. Now, what I'm going to do, I'm going to knock out a couple of these tiles and make them out of granite. This is already a heat transferable tile, should we say. So if we do that now, and then I'm going to have wheezeworts in here. And the idea being that these are going to be up so infrequently, hopefully, that the wheezeworts will be able to overcool the room. Should we make them out of metal? Oh, let's do that. That'll look sweet. These will be able to overcool the room, and hopefully they'll cool my battery room off as well. So I'm going to do the same over here as well. That'll be real nice. Let's do these with a 9, just to be patient. Okay, so these are starting to get up there now. We'll also get this dug out like so. Now then, my stress is still terrible, and I'm pretty much putting it down more than anything to these water locks, and also them eating meal lice, I think. I really don't want them harvesting any more meal lice. We have way too much. And I'm assuming it's not all getting stored, because these fridges are full. Oh shit, this is full of oxygen now as well. We're going to have an epidemic of rotten meal lice soon. Which means my dupes are going to become very busy fools. So I probably need to, first of all, turn you off, because I don't know what you've been pumping. He's just been pumping oxygen out my base. Great. I need to start collecting some chlorine. That's what I'm going to want. I do have some bleach stone. I do have lots of chlorine kicking around in the world as well. This is getting hot. 36 degrees. Motherfucker. Right, what temperature can oil go to before it freezes? I always forget. Freezing point -40. Okay, you son of a bitch. Going cold. I reckon that should do. How much hydrogen's in here? 3 kilos. We'll just leave that one. -30. Cool. Gold is shiny, iron is dull. They're both dull unless you polish them. Yeah, especially when it's gold amalgam as well. I think gold amalgam normally is like a shitty, horrible green colour. I think. Yeah, it's just the word, isn't it? It's gold. It's everything it stands for. It's the fact that it comes from outer space. So I'm pretty sure, I think this is one of those weird facts, that gold technically doesn't originate on this planet, and all the gold supplies that we have, I'm pretty sure came from asteroids, comets, meteors, meteorites? What's the difference between an asteroids, comets and meteorites? Asteroids don't enter the atmosphere, or don't enter... Wait. What's the difference between a comet and a meteorite? Is a meteorite something that gets to Earth? A comet is something that's shooting through space on its own trajectory. An asteroid is something in orbit. Is it something like that? The whole planet came from space. Yeah, obviously, Rex, but come on. But gold, though, it doesn't originate here. We didn't have the means of making gold on this planet. Don't you think that's amazing? All the gold on this sweet Earth came from outer space. Core and size, methinks. Oh, is it something like that? Comet is a big ball of ice. Ah. Yeah, I couldn't remember what the distinctions were between them. Catman, thank you very much for the host, buddy. Those of you from Catman's channel, good evening. How's it going? Much love for that, bud. Thank you. Right. I want some wolframite. I want some weezeworts. Weezewort's going to go in here and in here. We can start digging out some of this as well. We're going to be like that. You're going to be dropped down. And you're going to be dug out as well. So I can get to you. Like this. Something like that. Let's hop up to there, hop up to there. Hop up to there. Get there. That'll be nice. Yeah, not sure what to do about food. We can have too many meal lice. I did put all my food down to a lower priority, I think. Oh, I didn't put it all down. Let's put all these down to a 5 as well. Enrage, good evening, how's it going? Happy Sunday, everyone. Nice to see you from my work desk again. You're at work on a Sunday as well. Jesus, Enrage. You must be a wealthy lady. Did you know when a meteor falls on the ground, it is super cold rather than super hot? I did not know that. Carbon takes 32 million degrees to make, and our sun only gets up to around 5 million. This means all carbon here on Earth and on Saturn and Jupiter and Uranus was made by another very hot source for our solar systems around. Oh, of course. Yeah, yeah, that makes sense. I can get behind that. I can get behind that entirely. But I'm sure. Has anybody else ever heard that fact before about the gold thing? I think it's a fact. I'm hoping it's not nonsense. I'm sure it's a QI fact. I don't know, that just blows my mind a little bit, that all these ladies, all these sexy ladies that are running around with their golden rings, that's actually come from space. Like, since the planet was formed, that's come from space. That to me boggles the mind. Comets are the ones that are close to the sun have long tails. Oh. Comets are a big ball of ice. Oh, it's in the vacuum of space though, I suppose. Space boggles the mind. Good God. You'd think I'd be rich based on my work schedule, but you forget. America. Oh no. Oh, that sucks in rage. I had ideas of you being super hella wealthy and, you know, supporting me through my gameplay and endeavours. You've made me sad now. This is going to need some tweaking. This is not going to get cold enough. I think I need either the room to be bigger so I've got more radiator in there so I can affect the oxygen more. Or some additional liquid cooling on top of it. I mean, I could do a separate liquid radiator pipe through here and run liquid pipes through here as well. Needs tweaking. We're gonna have to dig into this at some point, but not yet. For now, we'll just deal with a 40-degree base. It'll be fine. We're not 40 degrees everywhere, and I think this was always hot up here because we dug out a big igneous biome, so it'll be fine. Look, it's green down here. That's enough. Last week, read about a bacteria that shits gold. It literally makes gold from copper. No way. Loads of heavy metal that is produced during the death of a star. Oh, maybe that's where I've got it from then. Maybe that's what the rest of that fact. That's then blasted into space. God, space is amazing. I wish I lived like 1,000 years in the future and could see what we actually do and where we go. It'd be amazing. I'm hoping it'll be like, you know, Star Trek. Everybody's speaking the same language and we're all just getting along. I know nothing about Star Trek, by the way. This is not going to build because I bugged it by building over a tile and then deconstructing the tile. So let us try that again. Do I have any more wolframite? Did they go and find any yet? We've got 400 kilos. Son of a bitch. This to go.